We are live. What a great day this was in the market. I'm like, wow, I have so much going on now. I don't even know where to start. Okay. So I would like to welcome you to my live stream. I call it Be the Boss of Your Money because I want you to be the boss of your money, not your money to be the boss of you. I love the way that sounds. It's about personal finance, investing, business. Speaking of business, I have a businessman, serial entrepreneur par excellence joining us. And he's also one of my best friends since like kindergarten. So that makes it even more special to have him here. You've probably heard his name a gazillion times. You know his products very well, but you may have not met the brains, the person, the personality behind the brands. Before we get into that, though, I want to go through a quick update. Today, look, it was a great day in the street. I've been talking about how as the economy, if you watch this show regularly, I've been talking about how the economy will get back to solid footing as more states open. I've been saying that when, last few weeks, when we find the results at the end of April on remdesivir, that's the Gilead drug, and they've been pretty positive so far. A good drug, it gives people reason to be confident that there's something that could save them. Okay. We still have a long way to go, but it adds a lot of confidence. That's the main reason why the market was up today as far as stocks go. It's also the states reopening. I've been talking about Georgia. Watch Georgia. And Texas is joining the fray. And about 20 some odd states are opening. France is starting to get ready to open. Spain is getting ready to open. Even New York is getting ready to open, which is a special thing because we've been hit particularly hard over here in this part of the world. So just do a quick share screen with you, and then we're going to get to our phenomenal, fabulous guest. It's going to be unbelievable. And if you're listening to this on headphones, sorry if I just blew out your eardrums. Okay. So let's just take a look. Dow is up 500 points, S&P up 76, almost a little over 2.5%, NASDAQ up 3.5%. These are huge moves, folks. I don't know if you saw the news, how big Google was up. And today, a lot of the tech stocks were up. In particular, we've got some, Facebook and other stocks. The point is today was a special day because of what worked. And the most important thing, energy on the rebound, technology on the move, financials on the move, and building materials on the move. If you take a look at these four sectors, these are the exchange traded funds that track the sectors. These are the Spiders ETFs. Okay, these are, hold on there. Okay, these are exactly the sectors that you want to see leading. Today puts us into what I call the V shape. Plunge down, rocket up, a V shape in the economy and the stock market. Now, we can't call this every single day, but that's what we're getting today. Every day has a different shape. So that's what's going on right now. We've been talking about this at length, about different states opening up, drug results, and we're starting to see it, folks. And I think it's going to happen a lot quicker in terms of opening the economy than people thought possible. And I think we're going to see an economic revival. I'm not saying we're going back to where we were before this, but we're certainly far away from worst case scenarios that people were expecting about a month ago. So without further ado, I'm going to test you here and see if you know this person. Let's just take a quick look at the incredible products that my friend Jon Greenhut is a CEO of, and he just comes out with these amazing things. Super creative guy. Let's take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexaderm and Sheer Science. 2018 was an incredible year. Our original Plexaderm Rapid Reduction Cream Plus was voted and recognized as the best new product of the year by the Golden Bridge Awards.
Finally, there's an easy way to get that bright white smile. Introducing Power Swabs, the new way to have movie star white teeth in just 5 minutes.
Wow, what do you think of that? I mean, when I say we have the big cheese here, we do. This guy, he's one of the smartest guys around. Super nice guy, very charitable guy. So I'm going to bring him out in a minute. I just have to run my quick bumper with my quick disclaimers, and then we're getting into a deep conversation. And we're back. And if you're watching this in the live stream, I'd like to welcome you. If you have any questions for Jon, certainly go right ahead and ask. If you have any questions for me, you know I always welcome your questions. That's my favorite part of the live streams, the back and forth. If you're watching this in the replay, I'd like to welcome you as well. So if you have any questions, you hit us up and we will see those. Ask away as if you're watching this in the live stream. So here we go. I'm going to bring in Jonathan Greenhut.
I'm here.
You are finally here. I hope that introduction didn't overdo it for you.
I think I'm going to hire you to do all of our editing now, Mitch. That's fantastic. Good job.
I would enjoy that. Thank you very much. Well, you create great content, and that music from your Plexaderm commercial, I mean, that just, right. I can't get it out of my head. I could just, I could play that in the background all day long.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. So Jon Greenhut, you are the guy that says on the radio, this is for all those people who would like to take a risk-free challenge to whiten their teeth. To have something to that effect. You're the guy. You're the guy I always hear on satellite radio, on AM radio, sometimes on FM radio. So it is a pleasure to have you. Plus, we're best of friends, I don't know, since like 1973.
Can you believe that? I'm one of your best friends, but you waited until now to have me on your program? What's with that?
I wanted to make sure I perfected the technology first.
Good, man. I love you.
So Jon, look, you run incredible brands, and it's really amazing, and you just hit it right with exactly what people want. But tell us all just a little bit of background about how you got into this stuff, and then we'll take it to the next one.
Well, we have the company. The name of the company is called Sheer Science. As you said, a lot of people know us by the products that we have. They don't necessarily know me, although I thank you for that introduction and claiming how smart I am. I probably am maybe lucky and have some intelligence as well. So I'll tell you that our products that we sell are products that are demonstrable on television. So when you look at Plexaderm, it works. It's a physical product. You see people's wrinkles reducing. And so we're able to capture that and market products successfully, all over the country on television and radio as well. And radio's been, 30 years ago, I started in radio and I love it. It's a fantastic industry. And, our goal is to sell products and to market products that truly have a positive impact on people's lives. And that's what we try to do every day.
So how do you come up with these ideas? Like where do you find these products? And have you ever had any products that failed that you said, you know what, we thought it would be a great idea and it sucked. We gave it up. We didn't do it.
Well, there's two answers. I don't want to take too much time, but finding products, usually someone comes to me with a product and will say, hey, I have this great product. As a matter of fact, Plexaderm, which came to me originally from a doctor who had a formula, sent it to me and said, hey, I have this great formula that helps to tighten, wrinkles and lift the crevices and push back puffy eyes. And I said, that's great. He sent it to me. I put it in my drawer. Generally, wrinkle products don't work. Most women and men who've tried wrinkle products, they really don't work. So I put it in my drawer. And I'm telling you, it was almost 2 years. I left it in my drawer until we moved offices. And then my then CFO, who retired since then, he was in my office. I said, Mike, I have this wrinkle product. I said, put it on. He has under eye bags.
I just want you to know, everyone to know that I've met Mike before.
Yeah.
And he has like bags under his eyes.
All right, take it easy.
His face is like two big bags. So
he's an awesome guy. He's a
great guy.
He has these bags. We tried him on his eyes, and we just went nuts. We couldn't believe that actually something can get rid of under eye bags in 10 minutes. So after we saw that, we said, this is unbelievable. So we put it through clinical studies. We did so far probably 4 or 5 clinical studies over the past 3 years, just on how long it lasts, what's the efficacy of the product. We actually refined the formula 3 times over the past 3 years. So that came from a doctor. And then other times they come from just people who know me. And other times I research and we find different ingredients and different products and we formulate using our labs. And so it's a variety of different ways that we get products.
And how'd you find Power Swabs? Was it the same thing?
Same thing. That came from a doctor as well. Actually, we bought the brand from the doctor. He was a dentist, and we bought the brand from the dentist, and then we marketed it nationally. So everything we have has science behind it. Everything we have works. And by the way, Power Swabs is in very short supply because the company who makes the swabs for Power Swabs also makes the swabs for the COVID-19 tests. So we ran out of stock. Thankfully, we have it back in stock now, but we don't know how long it's going to last because that comes first, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. So if you want your Power Swabs, you better
I'm
get
not
them now.
pushing anyone to run towards it.
No, listen. There's competition, man. A swab, it's all you hear about is swabs for the nasal swabs.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big deal, and I think it's really incredible that you find. Not to say that these products are simple. You find something that just has to me, a simple, human desire. It's just you want to look better. You want to whiten your teeth. I mean, between whitening your teeth and getting rid of the wrinkles in the bags, that's a lot. That is a very potent combination. Do you sell those packages together as a package deal at all?
We really don't. Every product that we have is almost they're different brands. And so while we have plenty of customers who buy both, every product we have is a different branded line of products. So they don't really overlap from a marketing perspective, but we have plenty of customers who buy both. So
you would say I don't want to put words in your mouth, but your strong suit, I think, I could be wrong, and I want you to correct me, is you are an expert marketer.
I don't know if anyone's really things are changing so much these days. When anyone calls themselves an expert, it's such a wide area marketing. You can be an expert in certain parts of digital marketing. You can be an expert in offline marketing, television, radio, or one or the other. But it's such a wide area. I'm pretty good at certain things in thinking about the wide area of the example of different mediums that you can advertise through. So I hate to call myself an expert. My wife will turn around and probably make fun of me from that. So we'll just say I'm pretty good at it.
Well, you are. You were the first one to really just the way you hit the airwaves on radio, and then the way you just adapted to social media. You've managed to pivot every step of the way. You didn't become obsolete. You just embraced whatever new medium has come up. So let's talk about that. How did you adapt, or did you have to adapt your brands and your business in this environment?
In respect to COVID-19 and the pandemic that's going on, this was like a tragedy, not only from obviously from a people perspective,
from a humanitarian perspective.
That's the most important thing.
Public health crisis. Yeah,
we recognize that, but I think from a business perspective, it's been really hard on so many different businesses. For us, February and March were absolutely horrendous months. As a matter of fact, we prepay for advertising. So when you think about advertising and you think about what people are watching, at the end of February and the month of March, they were polarized. They were watching CNN, Fox News. They were watching CNBC.
Coronavirus 24/7. That was it.
Right. So if you're advertising on other stations, generally people are not watching your advertising. So since we prepaid for advertising, February and March were really, really rough months. As a matter of fact, I didn't know if we'd come out of it so easily. So we cut costs. We cut about 20% of our staff. The people who could not work from home, we had to cut them.
I want you to know how much I appreciate you sharing this because, I mean, what you're saying, there's a lot of people who are not as open about it, or they don't want to talk about it, or they're ashamed of it, or whatever. And I don't think they should be, obviously. And a lot of people say, "Oh, everything was great. Everything is great." I really appreciate your candor. That's terrific. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
The one thing is we had to preserve the business. If we don't preserve the business, no one's going to have income for their families, for themselves. So that's first and foremost. So we did cut a little less than 20% of our staff. The remaining staff that we had, we asked everyone to take 20% salary cuts. I mean, even myself, I didn't take any salary in February or March. And so we had to do what we could do to make sure that we're preserving the asset, preserving the business so that we can pay everyone's salaries. So we did. I'm so thankful for a team that is unbelievable, incredible. Everybody understood. I think actually when we did this, everyone worked harder to make sure the business was thriving. And so I said, look, we're cutting salaries until June 30th or sooner. It turns out February, March were terrible, but April so far has been unbelievable. So we reset salaries to their normal level about a week ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and it's turned out great. And so we're thriving right now. I hope that will continue, because every CEO right now, I think, is through their mind, they say, all right, well, great, I'm living for today, but what about 6 months from now? What about 8 months from now? What about 10 months from now? If the consumer does not have extra money to spend on luxuries, that's a problem for a lot of businesses, including mine. So, we have to keep in mind that we want everybody to flourish right now, and it's very difficult for a lot of people.
Well, if enough CEOs decide that they need to preserve cash and stop reinvesting or investing in new projects, well, that alone causes a recession or furthers the recession.
Sure.
So we need to hopefully regain some confidence, and hopefully what we spoke about at the top of the show is the positive results from the remdesivir, that's the Gilead Pharmaceuticals drug, and more states opening, and in fact, more countries opening and people getting back to work. Look, the big question now is, do we see a rebound in a month or two, because we got back too quickly? So hopefully people will still maintain social distancing practices, wear their masks, and we're all in this hashtag in this together. It's never been truer to me than what we're going through now.
Yeah, I agree.
So I appreciate you telling us everything that you've told us so far. I also want to ask you if you have, for somebody who's gotten smacked around, because you're coming back, but not every business is seeing any kind of recovery yet. Any advice for your fellow businessman? And women?
We're very fortunate, because I never thought, we have a big office here. Everyone comes in every day, and now no one comes in. I never thought we can achieve working remotely in the manner that we did. Within 2 weeks, everyone's remote from the office. And so, there are some things we have a studio here. We can't really film new commercials right now, but for the most part, it's amazing that we can all work remotely, and I'm thankful for that. So, there are businesses like restaurants, obviously, some of them have reinvented themselves and made sure that they stayed in touch with their customers and have a good email list and a contact list so that they can get those customers to buy product, to bring home with them. But there are other businesses, like if you're in the event marketing business, it's a big problem right now. What are you doing? How do you save a business that can't be saved during a quarantine? And that we have to all be, mindful of the difficulties that are going on right now.
That's well said. So I just want to take a quick look, John, and see who's out there. We've got a couple of viewers. Hi, Judy. Judy gave us a heart in the stream. Love you. And we have Christina Santora is out there. Hey, Christina, great to see you. Larry Guberman.
All right.
Andrew Goldstein, Stacy. Hey, Stacy Billing, one of I guess someone I know, former neighbor of mine. Thank you so much, Stacy. You're always such a great supporter. I really appreciate it. And John Tut is out there.
Oh, all right.
Hey, John Tutunjan, always good to see you.
Patent and trademark attorney.
Yes, a patent and trademark attorney, and all around good guy. And I think we have a couple of questions / comments out there. Okay, so I'll just throw them up on the screen right now. Bill says hello. Bill, hey, good afternoon to you, sir. Always great to see you. Thank you so much. Bill is a pretty consistent viewer, and I really appreciate that, Bill. We've got Alex. Hey, Alex, good to see you. Andrew Goldstein, I think I know him. I have a feeling I have to take a look at some of the comments before I put them on the screen, though. You never know, okay? Because we have some friends here. Hi, JJ. Okay, Judy says hi. Do you see the comment, John?
I see him.
Okay, and Maddie Lambda Kappa in the house. Matt Merson is out there. Can you use power swabs to check for antibodies? Well, actually, I think you can. That's one of the. I don't know if you heard that. So John is competing for power swabs. Not competing, but He'll take what's left over after the COVID-19 tests.
Sure.
Use those up. Okay. And Larry, good discussion, guys. Thank you. And look who's here.
Oh,
Patty Dukovsky. Great job. Yes. Thank you so much. Greg gave us a wow. I'm going to take a picture of that later. Hey,
great comments.
Yep. Hi, Mitch from Patty. Hey, Patty. Great to see you. Thank you so much, Patty. Great to see you. Necessity is the mother of invention. That is correct, Russell. Russell is a local guy for us. I don't know if you know him. Thank you, Russell Bryant. And Alex, I had someone reach out to me from New Jersey asking if we could do, I don't know if that really means anything.
I don't know. Possibly.
We could do our headshots remotely. Oh, could you do headshots remotely? I don't see why you couldn't. I mean, the technology,
have the right lighting in place, but it sounds reasonable.
You know how to work that whole software and the Adobe products and all that. So I think you could do it. Matt says, hola. Patty says, haha. I can't remember exactly what Patty was saying haha about, but whatever it was, if you could just give me a reminder. But thank you, Patty. It is great to see you out there. And Patty says, reset and reinvent. You know, Patty's a very optimistic, motivational person to talk to. So that's something we love. So I want to talk to you about one more thing, John. You have something. I'm going to do a quick share screen here. Okay. Sure. You have something I thought was fantastic and amazing. And I want to ask you about this. I'm on a Facebook page right now called IntelliHelp.
Yep.
And I'll see if I can make this a little bit bigger without completely throwing it out of the screen. Might take a second. There's a little bit of a lag when you go live. There it goes. So what is IntelliHelp and why are you so enthusiastic about it?
You know, I mean, I'm enthusiastic about a bunch of charities. They happen to be one. A guy I know who I'm friendly with started IntelliHelp. And the reason why I like it, it's a charitable Facebook group. And why it's, in my opinion, why it's so great is that there are so many people right now who are in desperate financial need and in desperate need of just the basic things in life, food, if they have babies, diapers, things like that. And so I like IntelliHelp because what Ron Lynch did, who basically started IntelliHelp, is this is a platform. So if you become a member of the platform, you could see people who are in need. And what they do is they form lists. They could be Amazon shopping lists and things of that nature. And they say, okay, I need, I have a baby that's 3 months old. I need formula. I need diapers. I need this. I need this. Or it could be an elderly person who needs certain things. And so what the group does is it connects people who need to people who are willing to give. It's not a 501c3, meaning it's not actually a charitable organization.
Okay.
From a IRS standpoint, but what's amazing about it is that you or I or anyone watching right now can go to IntelliHelp and they can say, okay, I like, I'm looking at these profiles of people who say they need the bare necessities in life, and I want to give $5 and buy something in their Amazon shopping list, or I want to spend $100 and buy these 10 items in their Amazon shopping list. So I like the fact that it's a platform. He has, I think, over 60,000 people participating in this already. And what's nice,
I saw the number. There's like 64,600.
He started this like a month ago or 5 weeks ago, and he already has over 60,000 people. And so when you think about charity, and a lot of people don't know, they donate to charities, they don't know where the money is going. With this here, you have someone on screen now. She may have a baby, she needs diapers, or she's thankful to people who have been donating to her or her needs. So it enables you to know exactly who you're giving money to, and I love that. And I haven't told Ron that I'm doing this promo with you right now, but I just
think Ron over here.
Him. He's a fantastic guy, and I think it's something that, if you want to give back, this is an easy way to do it at, to whatever scale you want.
It almost reminds me, it's almost like an online food pantry. In some regards, it doesn't have to necessarily be food or other pantry supplies, but it's kind of a way you're almost like bypassing the middleman, which would be a charity or a food pantry, and you're giving directly to someone, and you can see the impact. Like, you can actually see somebody get this. They could thank you right through Facebook.
Right.
You could see it. And I think there's a lot of good humanity in this. That's what I love about
There's
this.
no management. There's no fees taken out. It goes right from the person who can give to the person who needs. So it's a wonderful thing. Now,
So we needed a car seat, a stroller, formula, what have you. Here you go, right there.
Yeah. Now, I want to say one more thing. I'm heavily involved with UJA, who also is very, very important in our area, especially in the New York tri-state area. There's a lot of people who live below the poverty level in our area, and a lot of them are elderly people. So they don't even have Facebook. They don't even have the ability to go shopping on their own. They're reliant on people to deliver food to their house. And so I think UJA as well is just a wonderful organization. If you want to support them, they are delivering food not only through their food pantries, but they're actually hand delivering food to elderly people and people who can't get out to get food.
And you support them through Aqua Run, right? You and our mutual good friend Jan, right?
We do, and we just actually made a sizable donation to UJA right now just for COVID-19 relief, and they have.
I'm gonna put the charity back up. Oh, I got rid of it. I already crossed it out on my thingy on my screen. But we have Matt wants to see it, and we have Sharon Robinson out there. Hey, Sharon, great to see you. I will see if I could just get this back up real quick. It's already on its way.
All right. And Sharon's from high school, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Here it is. I'm going to share the screen. Here it is. Okay, it's back up on the screen. So Matt, Sharon, you could see it right there. I just want to do a real quick look in LinkedIn land. Okay,
it's Facebook. Just so this is a Facebook group only.
Okay, you got it. And I have Peter Rubenstein out here. Says great talk, Peter. Nice to see you. And Larry is out there. Larry Cohen. Larry, thank you. It's great to see you as well. Thanks everyone for being around. And I think we have someone else who joined us. Okay, Sharon joined us in the reactions comment and gave us a heart. Thank you. So John, I really appreciate you taking the time to let me interview you for my live stream. You shared with us some really good tips about running a business and pivoting and all that. And I love your charity. Well, we can't call. I love IntelliHelp. I love what they do, and I really appreciate you sharing the knowledge. Sharing the knowledge of how we can all share the wealth. How about that?
Awesome.
Okay. I'll end this broadcast for you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, buddy? Thanks again. Bye.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So there you have it. It was just really appreciate John, taking the time to speak with everyone. I'm fortunate. I get to talk to John whenever I want, but he has some really smart things to say. So whenever I could pull something out of somebody who I think is really smart, has something really helpful to talk to us about, I love to put them on my live stream and share it with everybody and bring everybody value. That's what this is about, right? Bringing you tons of value. So I'm going to end it here. We have one more. I see that. From Russell, Mitch, important to be able to review financial statements of charities. Don't know off the top of my head the website to review percentage of money that goes to help first the administrative costs. So it's important to bring that up. Yes, Russell, it certainly is, and I will find that and put that in the comments later on. And I appreciate that. That is a very important thing to know. I actually think it's one of the most important things to know about choosing a charity. All right, so I'm going to end this broadcast. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.